Alright guys, how you all doing this evening? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've all had a blessed day. Come on and say hello. Have a chat with me. Everyone doing well? Hello, welcome in, whoever's just joined. This watch hours is absolutely dragging. It's taking forever. So if you can run my lives, even if you're not there, that would be great. Hello, welcome in, whoever is here. Is everyone doing all right? You know, hope you've had a good day today. You gonna say hello? Everybody doing all right? Hello, Foot Game. Welcome in here. Good evening to you. Hello, welcome in, guys. Nice to meet you all. I'm all right, thank you, Foot Game. Good evening to you. Where are you from? My name's Jamie, and I'm from a place called York, England. What are you selling? I'm not selling anything. Well, actually, I'm going to start doing a Patreon at some point. Hello, Fire and Ice. How are you doing? Good evening to you. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, guys. What have you all been up to today? Alright, Richard, welcome back. Let's get the likes up in here. Don't know if I'm going to be on so long tonight, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. But see how this goes, really. You're doing alright, guys. I've just gone over 1,000 subs yesterday, so yeah. I just looked in the analytics, it says 1,016. Hi, the Nature Hub, what's up? Good evening to you. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Subscribe if you're new here, guys. I'm gonna keep on growing this platform. Where do I get it from? It was actually, someone got it for me for a birthday present, so I don't exactly know where they got it from, but it's Alessandro Zanetti. So yeah, it was like a fancy one, but I don't usually wear these type of t-shirts. I usually just wear kind of like pretty, sort of bland t-shirts actually. Hello, Hat Trick. You're jealous of my 5 subscribers. Oh, really? Anyway, thank you for the 3 likes, everybody. Let's get those likes up. Who are all these 10 people in the house right now? Come and say hello or something. And let me know who you are, so I know who's here. Yeah. Well, I think people should be buying clothes because they think they look cool, not because of the brands that are on them. So people are just paying for the brand. I made it for. Oh really? Hello EH Edits, what's up? Good evening to you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, so people just buying all these expensive brands just because they want to look cool, it gives them status, but why do they need that? Hello Eagle003, can you speak English please? How you guys doing tonight? I hope you're all doing well. Share the live out if you can, everybody. That'll be really appreciated. Richard says good quality clothes last so much longer. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Yeah, better than getting them off Temu or something. But yeah, it should be that you want to buy them for you and not for other people. You know, it shouldn't be about trying to impress other people though. And you can get good quality clothes without having to pay hundreds of pounds though, I'm pretty sure of. Okay, like good luck with that, Eagle. I mean, rather Fuzzloon. Yeah. Hello, Azan. Welcome in here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Got 2 t-shirts for £5 once because of sweat and rain. All my skin was black glow. Really? Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, AO71. How you doing? Dye comes out. Yeah. I mean, obviously, at that point, yeah, it is a bit cheap, but yeah, it's about just having good quality, but you don't need the brands necessarily. Just get them because of the practicality, and if you like the look of them, you know, it should be for you, not for anybody else. Whatever you do, it should be for you, not to please other people. When you're just trying to please other people, you're just going to become miserable. You become a slave to society. Society expects things of you, but when you don't, you know, appeal to that, then they would just kind of cut you off or just make you feel inferior, and yeah. So people just try to keep up with the Joneses for fear of being ostracized, which is pretty sad, really, I would say. You know, these are toxic people, so I would just cut them off. If they make you feel like you can't be yourself, then just cut them off. Yeah. There's this whole, like, we're in this age where it's like, it's become normalized to have fast fashion, like having Temu and all these companies that are selling you really cheap products, but it's a joke. I look at some stuff on that, it's just half the time they get these products and they're already like broken or something. They're just really low quality. So, but I mean, I suppose you do get what you pay for. People buying stuff that doesn't even last 2 minutes, then you have to buy more. I can see why it's so appealing to some people, but because they want to be able to like shop like a billionaire on a budget, but like, you know, it's like there's going to be consequences of that though. Actions have consequences. It's like you had these counterfeit. I remember there was this thing, Cheetah Mill, Manchester. I don't know if you remember that. There was a place in Manchester called Cheetah Mill, and they were like notorious for having all these counterfeit shops. I think they've cracked down on that now, so you probably won't see any of them. But they were like selling these knockoff clothes, or they would basically get like a fake, like it might be a fake Adidas, for example, or Adidas, or whatever you want to call it. There would be a fake one, like put a fake logo on, and they'll be able to sell it cheap, because like it doesn't cost hardly anything to make. They just get a plain t-shirt and print the logo on, and then people would buy them because they want to look like they're wearing Adidas or whatever brand that they want to look like they're wearing. It's all about trying to just appeal to, people be like, oh, look at me, I'm one of the cool kids, I'm wearing designer brands. But there's consequences potentially of that these things aren't even safe. A lot of them not been fire tested. So you'll get what's coming to you, I think, if you keep doing this stuff. You have to, be really careful with that stuff. People don't think about the consequences of their actions. Oh yeah, whatever. That's people's attitude. It's just, people have a really bad attitude nowadays to like taking precautions and just doing anything to get cheap stuff, even if it's harmful, even if it puts their health at risk and even their life at risk. People will just buy stuff that's cheap at any cost. So there's no Anyway, rant over. Hope you all had a good day today anyway. Share the live out if you can. Try and get some more people in. Yeah. Not really anyone saying anything at the moment. Hello. There's 9 people here. Come and say hello to me. Let me just go to the watch page and see if anyone is over there. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, guys. Oh yeah, there's someone called Sam McCrown. Hello, Sam. Hello, R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. Who's that? Did I delete the last stream? No. Did I not put it on public? Maybe I didn't put it on public yet. Let's have a look. Bear with me a second. Yeah, it's on public. It is out. It should be out now. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Andrew Tate. Why? Is it because of the titles I put before? Yeah, I don't really rate Andrew Tate. It's just, nah. I just see a lot of these people as grifters, honestly. They're just... Drew says, how do you think the human race was created, Jamie, if you're not religious? Just by nature. Just things happen. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert on any of this, but things evolved. But yeah, maybe it's always been this way. Maybe creation has always been. Maybe it's just a constantly evolving thing that's always been and always will be. Who knows? I'm open to different ideas. I mean, there's all like the Big Bang Theory and all that, and yeah, I understand there's like some questions about that, because I always thought about this, how does basically at the time of the Big Bang there was nothing conscious about it, and at a certain point, what was that point where there was a spark of consciousness that just manifested? So I get that there is the question about that, but maybe it's I don't know anything about Islam really. It's just that I don't see any evidence of some magical God out there in the universe. So just because I can't explain something doesn't mean I'm going to say that, oh, it was God that created everything, because what even is God? It seems like some really abstract concept. People will just say that about everything until it gets explained away, until something else can explain it. It's like the things that have been understood throughout history that before it was understood, then people might have said God has done that or something. I don't know. Hello to you, Chief Anabo. Welcome in here. I think he was placed here from others on a different universe as an experiment. I believe there are definitely more out there in the universe. What do you mean? And about humans. I mean, I'm open to all sorts of theories. There's a thing called abiogenesis, which is, well, that is basically like this idea of, I mean, that is basically like the atheistic point of view, but where it started without consciousness, but I'm like, I actually think there's always been consciousness in the universe. Hello, MSA00, what's up? Nah, I don't believe in, I mean, there might be some lessons from the Bible, but hello, Joe. Why have we turned this into a religious thing anyway? Correct, Paul. I work for many churches, and one of the vicar was recently died of cancer. If there is a God, why did he die? Some say, well, it was just his time to go. I don't know what they would say, but I'm guessing that's probably what a lot of them would say, that it was just his time to go. But I think of things like all the horrible stuff that happens in the world. Why is that allowed to happen? Why did God let the devil have dominion over the earth? That's something I never understood. It's like, why would you give the devil dominion over the earth to allow him to do horrendous things? Doesn't that make God as bad because he's an enabler? Like, but the thing is, if we did that, if say we allowed someone to kill somebody, that would make us just as bad as that person, and wouldn't that be a sin? But we don't question if God lets. I mean, I'm not. Maybe I'm misunderstanding things here, but I don't want to get into some debate on this shit, because it's just. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's better just to kind of, let people have their beliefs. I'm not here to. Yeah, in my eyes, it's as real as Santa. Yeah, I mean that's. Like, I'm open to like spirituality and other concepts and stuff, but I'm like, it's like we were talking the other day about astral projection, and there's all these spiritual people that talk about astral projection, but I've actually come to realize I think it's just another form of lucid dreaming. A lot of people would, confuse it and think it's something that is not, like that they're leaving their body. It's not, no, I don't think that's happening. Now, I'm open-minded, but I just don't think that is what it is. If I had the experience that, then I could say that there could be something to that, but what a lot of people are experiencing, I think, is just a form of, like, deep trance, basically. I think is what it is. They're in such a deep trance, it's like they're in a dream-like state, and they're imagining themselves being into some other world, potentially, or maybe they're seeing relatives, or whatever it might be, that at that moment in time, like that they are, it's just like a self-hypnosis sort of thing. We're seeing these visions and stuff in our mind. It's like how when we close our mind, we can see things. If we think about somewhere, we think about a beach or something like that. We think about what it would look like to be on a beach right now, with the sand and the sea out in there, and then the people that are sat on the beach with the umbrella and all that. They're sat and they're on their deck chairs and their their mats and stuff like that. You've got people going paddling and swimming in the sea, and so you can just have these visions, and it's like if you're in such a deep trance, and then you have these thoughts in your head, then it's like you would almost like forget that you're just in a, that you're not actually there, that you're here. So that, I think that's what's happening, is it's as your body starts to go asleep, you start to get more into your thoughts, and you're in this like deep state of consciousness, in like theta brain state. And that's what I think is what people call astral projection, basically. Drew says, I suffer from diabetes and IBS. Sugary foods are bad for my health. I try to stick to sugar-free and brown sugar. Is brown sugar better for diabetes? And I thought it was pretty much the same, but I might be wrong. Because I've heard that brown sugar is just kind of like the same, but with a bit of molasses in it or something. I know it's like got some molasses content in it, but I don't know like the difference in terms of. Let's have a look in terms of like the glycemic index and see if there's any difference. White sugar versus brown sugar glycemic index. Because you have to look at your glycemic index. I know that when it comes to diabetes. Because high glycemic index foods, you have to very much like either avoid them altogether or limit them very, very much. Like, for example, yeah, anything with sugar in it, like chocolate bars, you probably couldn't really touch any of that. Probably, yeah, opt for like dark chocolate. At least 70% dark chocolate I would go for. Yeah, so it's saying that hang on a second, it's saying compared to sugar, brown sugar has a higher glycemic index value. The glycemic index of brown sugar is 71, whereas sugar has a glycemic index of 65. Brown sugar falls on the high GI food category, whereas sugar is medium GI food. So I don't know what's going on, because according to this, white sugar is actually healthier, which is not what you would have thought. So I'm actually quite surprised at that myself, but according to that, white sugar is actually a medium GI food, whereas brown sugar is higher. It's like 6 points higher on the glycemic index. So I'm not saying for sure, but that's just the first thing that came up for me when I searched for it. So that is quite a shock, really. But the thing, I suppose it depends on, a lot of it's all to do with, sucrose and glucose and all of that, and yeah. But I'm quite surprised with that about the glycemic index of it. I thought it might have been a little bit better for you, the brown sugar, but according to that, I mean, I'm not saying you should switch to white sugar. It's maybe you get more benefits from the brown sugar. Maybe there's some nutrients in brown sugar that help to, mitigate some of the negatives. I don't know. Some say brown sugar is better for you, but yeah, I mean, the thing with white sugar, it's an empty calorie, so you're not getting any nutrients in it. Maybe brown sugar is better for the nutrients if you have to have some kind of sugar, but I wouldn't recommend any sugars if you can help it. But you were saying how you're struggling for money, so yeah. And even things like dates are a bit expensive, so, well, nowadays anyway. A lot of dried fruits are getting a bit more expensive with cost of living. They used to be quite cheap, like they used to be able to get decent price, but everything's just gotten so expensive nowadays. Sometimes I get dizzy and have to take glucose tablets. Have you tried glucose tablets also? My vision is getting worse. No, I don't really do glucose tablets. I don't really need any of that stuff, but is it to do with, are you not getting enough calories perhaps? Maybe you need, I mean, if you're only on 16 pounds something a week, then you might be quite low in calories. Are you quite skinny then, or you maybe have a slow metabolism, something like that, perhaps? So yeah, just make sure you're not under eating, because it's not good for you. Like I said, if you need some help with making a bit more money, then there's some websites out there, like apps and stuff that you can, and if you've got time to do them, they can make you some money. Some of them are completely passive. I've got some stuff running on my phone right now. It makes me some bit extra money, so. Very skinny thyroid issue as well. Yeah, you might want to get it checked out or something. You might want to get something done for that then. So is it hyperthyroid, I'm guessing? Do you have or is it hypothyroid? I don't know. You want to maybe get some treatment for that if you can get it. If you're struggling to, yeah. With that, if it's a slow metabolism, if it's too slow, then I was saying earlier we should be probably on the slower end of the metabolism, but you want to be able to do exercise and to be healthy, and you also don't want to be like dangerously skinny. Yeah, you want to just have a balance, really. Sorry guys. Yeah, I hope everyone's had a good day today anyway. But I'm here to try and help people where possible, so if people are struggling with anything, I try to help people, try to give people resources that could possibly help them. Any questions, guys? Yeah, let me know. What do you mean? Oh yeah, the American Independence Day. Hello, Halcyon. I know. What's up? Good evening to you. So yeah, so Drew, what's up with your thyroid then? Is it the hypothyroid or something, or can't you get some treatment for that? Like what are the apps you use to make extra money? I don't know if they'll work necessarily in your country. Some of them I could try and find some stuff like, there's stuff such as, it might not make a lot of money depending on your internet connection, but you can sell your unused internet, for example. You might only make a couple of dollars a month. Maybe if you stack a few of them together, you might make a bit more, but you could end up actually promoting it to other people and making money from that. So you could get a bunch of people to sign up to these apps using your link, and then if you got, say, like friends and family, you could share it out to them. So I could start putting some links out to certain things if people want to start signing up. But yeah, it's so what do you like make your own income then, or like what? I'm just wondering like why you're so broke. Like, wouldn't have thought like things would be that bad. And even if you're on minimum wage, like surely, isn't it like $15 an hour or something in America? But I'll have to share a few of them out. Just bear with me a second. So yeah, guys, if you want to sign up to this, it's actually could be a way to support me as well, because it's. Let me just go to this referral thing. I got a 25% bonus on referrals. So So when people sign up using my link, I'll get 25% of your earnings without it affecting mine. So without affecting your earnings. So for example, if you earn $10, I'll get like $2.50 completely for free. So yeah, so if you want to sign up, it's just, if you've got internet connection, you might as well just give it a go. It's you're just selling your unused internet. So time's a trick and life is tough at time, but beans and rice and pasta are cheap and tasty meals. I will never starve. Well, as long as you're fine, I guess. But just, yeah. But are you thriving though? Because it's one thing to survive and another thing to be thriving. It's like, I'm not just gonna be here to survive. I'm gonna be here to thrive. But yeah. Have you not spoken to anyone about your situation to try and get some help off them? Like, maybe they can give you some resources and I don't know. So I'm not too sure like why you would be so broke. I mean, of course it depends where you are. I mean, have you not looked at moving to a different state or something like that, or a different part of the state where it's a bit cheaper to live? I know it's easier said than done, but yeah. Is it something you've considered though? I've heard like places like, Arkansas and places like that are quite cheap to live, but I don't know if it's accessible for you. You can't just go live there. You've got to apply for a house or something over in these places. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm assuming you're probably spending quite a lot on your rent or something. Didn't you say you was in Florida? I'm guessing it's in the more of like the commercial part of it. I go picking mushrooms and berries also. Yeah, I suppose that can help with, you get some healthier foods and stuff like. Are those like, those are not like magic mushrooms, are they? Yeah. Yeah, don't do drugs, guys. If mushroom picking, be careful, it's safe to eat. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because there's a lot of, dangerous ones out there, aren't there? But yeah, when it comes to berries, the same thing as well. Some of them can be poisonous. You just need to know how to identify them. I know like rose hips and stuff like that, they're pretty easy to identify. Yeah. The good thing is there's actually a lot of apples that grow around here. I might just start going picking them, and when they harvest, I see them starting to grow already. So yeah, I'll probably use them in some. Possibly I'll put them in porridge. So, yeah. Oh, not magic mushrooms now. Yeah, so I might put some. Yeah, put some apple. I might I'll see if there's any blackberries this year. If not blackberries, I might use elderberries. Some kind of berries. There should be elderberries. I think there generally is elderberries every year, and it's a really good place for it around here. So you just want to make sure you cook elderberries. I've heard that they can have some, yeah, they've got some cyanide in them, so you want to make sure you cook them. But hello, Anton, good to see you again. Yeah, elderberries are really good for you though, but it's got a lot of anthocyanin in them, so it's meant to help to protect you against illnesses like, you know, bacterial, viral illnesses. Gooseberry, my favorite. Yeah, you just don't really see that a lot, do you? But yeah, you could just like grab some elderberries or blackberries, maybe get some wild apples and just cook them and put them in a porridge. Maybe get a bit of cinnamon, just sprinkle that on. That'd be a nice meal. So gonna catch supermarkets before they close. See you later. All right, take care. Have a good one. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like I might actually do some video on that where I actually go harvest it and actually make something from it. Because all I'd need basically is some oats, pretty much, and maybe I'd use something to sweeten it up. Maybe I could put a little bit of banana in it to sweeten it up. But yeah, either that or a few dates perhaps. But otherwise it could be kind of quite sour. But it'd be a pretty cheap meal. It would only cost literally pennies. So yeah. Oh yeah, rhubarb. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard it's like really, really sour, isn't it? You have to put a lot of sugar, I've heard, to make it palatable. But yeah, I'll probably look for some berries when I can harvest them. Yeah. So yeah, has anyone ever had the go at making applesauce before? I remember I used to put applesauce on toast. Yeah. Has anyone ever tried that? Might be worth giving that a try. But yeah, I'd recommend if you're gonna have toast, go for brown toast. It's a bit healthier. Oh yeah. There's actually a thing called the brat diet, which is banana, rice, applesauce, and toast. I've heard it's some elimination diet that people use, but I'm not sure if I necessarily recommend it. Sounds pretty restrictive to me. Stinging nettle soup is also good. Yeah, there's lots of stuff you can do. There's stuff you could do with rose hips, like, I mean, the rose hips would be a good one for like vitamin C. It's got a lot of other nutrients as well. You can even make stuff out of dandelions. We even get damsons growing here. Like, we get quite a lot of damsons I've seen as well, and plums. I've seen quite a few of them as well in York. So I might have to go and harvest some of that stuff when it's ready. It's just last year I was actually going to make something with blackberries and apples, but I was like, you know what, this ain't going to be my year, because there was hardly anything out there because we had such a shit summer last year. I'm hoping it's going to be a better harvest this year. But like I said, if they don't have the blackberries, I'll just get some elderberries or something if they're available. I'm pretty sure they will be. I see a lot of elderberries growing down there's this like path that like is like a shared path, and it's like a lot of them grow down there, I've noticed. I'll probably have a look down there and just pick them off. like I said, they're really good for you apparently. So yeah, just try and get some elderberries in your diet. Like there's, they're high in anthocyanin, which is meant to be quite a good antimicrobial. So so if you've got like a weak immune system, then you might want to add some of that kind of stuff in. High in anthocyanin can potentially help to help with your immune system. So I've also heard people taking ginger for like sickness bugs or something. What's an American dump cake? I don't know what that is. Well, a dump cake to me is something you would do on a toilet. You do your log, you do your Yule log on the toilet. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't really eat a lot of like American food. Anyway, is everybody doing alright? Thank you for the 10 likes, everybody. Let's keep getting the likes up in here. So what's the American dump cake? I don't even really eat cakes. It's just, yeah, it's full of sugar and crap. But yeah, so it depends. Depends on what kind of cake it is, really. I've seen some like healthy recipes for different things like cakes and biscuits and cookies and stuff like that, where they use healthy ingredients. I even had a go at making a flapjack out of, I think I used, I think I used banana, I used some apricots. No, I think did I use banana? I think I just used apricots and, yeah, I think I used banana, apricots, and oats. So I used like dried apricots, banana. I used kind of mashed up banana. It helped bind it together. Didn't turn out quite how I wanted it, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's just, I've tried a similar thing before where I use sultanas and that seemed to work okay. May not be to everyone's taste, it's not as sweet as like a lot of those flapjacks that you would get in the shop, but I've kind of got more used to like, like the taste of that stuff, and a lot of the like naturally sweet stuff actually starts to almost taste like sweets at that point. Your taste buds adjust to having less sugar, so people are like, oh, this is all boring, I can't keep doing this. But if you give it a few weeks, then you might start to notice that it's like, I don't even need that anymore. I'm actually starting to enjoy this food. Like, it's like you get all these kids that like they're given all these vegetables and they're like, I don't like them, because they're just so used to having all this sugary crap. But maybe if they were given vegetables right away without giving all the sweets, then maybe they would actually enjoy it. I don't know. Oh yeah, dandelion coffee. Yeah. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff you could do with like wild edibles. You can, sky is the limit, really. But yeah, there's so many edibles out there, so if people are struggling with their, you know, buying food and stuff, then see what's available where you live. Even if it just brings the cost down slightly, it's better than nothing. Yeah. Anyway, hope everyone's had a good day. Have you ever looked at growing your own food? Maybe that's an option. Try growing your own stuff. Grow your own veg. And get yourself a patch. Get some potatoes, get some carrots, maybe some tomatoes or whatever you can grow. I might do that one day. Once I buy my own place, I might actually get myself things I wouldn't really be able to do outdoor gardening here right now. I'll probably just wait until, find a place, I buy it, and then I'll just possibly grow my own food at that point. Grow some vegetables. Some of them don't take that long to develop, so yeah. Because if you don't want to, if you don't want to support all these big corporations and all that with their shitty food, then probably best to grow your own. It's going to be a lot healthier, and you know where it's all come from. Yeah. What's that? Companion planting is interesting. What's that about? Companion planting. Tell me more about that. The thing is, even the organic food that you get nowadays, is it really organic? To me, it's just a BS label that they use. Is this stuff really regulated? It's like, to me, it's just a thing. Hello to you, light free. Good evening to you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. So what's that about, companion planting? Maybe I'll have to look into it, but yeah. Yeah, how are you doing, light free? What's your name, by the way? Yeah, come and say hello, guys, if you're watching. Yeah, so I don't know, it could be good to start up growing food. And you're not having to really worry about where your foods come from, and it's a kind of a way of out of the system in a sense. Like it's one thing you're not having to, or at least not to the same degree. You might still have to buy some things, but if you can grow like most of your own food, then you know you're not so dependent on the corporations that know you. It's kind of like, you're almost off grid at that point. You just have a few small expenses. I mean, it depends if you've got if you're renting a house, then that's something that's they still kind of have a grasp on you then. But if you can buy your own house, then you're only got, once you paid it all off, you'd only have a few small expenses to pay. I'm feeling a bit rough, wasted a lot of my money I could not afford over the weekend. Drunken mess, arguments, basically feeling a bit down in bed, trying to distract myself from shame. Then I found your channel. Right. Yeah, so this is what a lot of people are going through. It's I guess it's kind of just normal for people at your age that a lot of people just do that and then they end up regretting it afterwards. You know, they just go out, they party, they have a good time, but then they look back and think, I fucked up, you know, I've lost all this money, feel like shit, you know, and that, what am I doing with my life? And you've got the people who spend the time on a Saturday night busy working on their business. So yeah, it's you gotta just do what's right. You know, so then you don't feel like this. You have to find some passion, what you want to do with your life. What is it that you really want to be doing? Are you into some kind of art? Are you into some kind of, maybe you're into like exercises or whatever it might be that you could share your expertise with people. So if you get what I'm saying. Dale says, does the past exist if you don't think about it? It doesn't exist, it did. It did exist. It's in the past, it's not there anymore. It's, yeah. The monotony of life, the grind gets me down, not enough excitement or adrenaline. Yeah, I get that. But what you need to do is, like, push a little bit harder, and you've got to maybe start something aside from your job perhaps, and then build up a second stream of income. Perhaps maybe you can learn some kind of skill, like you could sell it on Fiverr, you could sell it on Upwork or whatever platform, and once it starts to make enough money, you can then quit your job, do something you enjoy doing. Find out what it is first, and then spend a bit of time on learning it, learning these skills, yeah. Don't think of the past like changing a TV channel. Yeah. What about the future? Does it have any existence outside of thought, and do you ever experience it? Because by the time it's here, it will be now also. Yeah, I know. So it had an existence, but now doesn't. It doesn't exist now, but it is in the past. It's not in the present. It has gone. It doesn't exist anymore, that thing. So there's no point in dwelling on the past, because it's not the present moment. Life is often memory except for this brief moment in the present, but when tried to grasp it, it has gone. Yeah, exactly. You just have to keep going with the flow, basically, and not kind of worry too much about things. Just go wherever life takes you. Whatever you feel like doing, don't overthink it, just do it. I have made that mistake where I just overthink things and never got to get it done. Just do it. As soon as a thought comes into your head, just act on it. If you have the idea to do something, just do it. I think that's one of the best bits of advice I can give on that. Just keep it in mind, just do it. Don't hesitate. I think, hesitation is one of the things that holds people back in life the most. If you can get over the hesitation and just do it, then you guys have just debunked time travel. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah, time travel. And technically time travel does exist because, you know, if I go from like here to Australia, it's like so many hours ahead. So I've just travelled time, haven't I? Yeah, I'm just being silly now. It's like where you are, it's tomorrow morning, so if I go over there, then I'm in the future. Well, not in the future, but yeah, because it becomes the present. But you know what I mean? I've travelled to a different time, travelled to a different time zone. Anyway, is everyone doing all right tonight? Hope you've all had a blessed day. Share the live out if you can, guys. That'd be great. Feel free to ask anything you like. Yeah. I live in the future. Anyone want the lotto numbers? Yeah. Well, do you play lotto where you're from? Yeah, we have lotto here, like, yeah, lottery. I think I remember there was like a bit from, what was it, Bruce Almighty, where God, like, something about like he made it so an entire town won the lottery, and then they got something like $17 each. Not often. Huh? Oh, you mean lotto? I remember we would get like lotto like 2 times a week, I think, something like that. We'd have lotto and then we'd have Thunderball. Yeah, Thunderball was like, I remember it doesn't have as big of a prize, but I think it might be cheaper to buy tickets, I don't know, but I remember I actually had a lotto machine where there'd be like different numbers in it, like you'd spin it and it would spit out a number, a random one, then you would, no, that was like bingo, I was thinking of bingo, not lotto. That's just for like freaking old people, like old women that play that stuff mainly, but I guess it's alright once in a while, but yeah, I get kind of bored of that stuff, to be honest. There's only so much you can play freaking bingo, isn't there? Yeah. So people wasting money on bingo and then end up, I suppose it's a social thing, I guess, but it's not cheap, is it? I've done lucky dips before, but I don't often play the lottery, yeah. Yeah, it's just, there's so much like promotion of gambling and shit, and it's just like, you know, there's like stake, because even, you know, people, it's like, you know, gambling in cryptocurrency. There's this there's this platform called Kick, and I think they're actually the owners of this stake company or something, or at least they have some kind of affiliation with them. And they're using it as a pipeline into gambling basically, and I think that's why they're offering the streamers such a big cut of the, like, I think it's like 95%, so it's 95.5. So it's like, oh wow, you know, it's giving a good cut to the streamers, but it comes at a cost because all these people going over to Kick, they're just being exposed to gambling, basically. Yeah. how you all doing tonight? Hope you're all well. Thank you all for joining me. You know, you've got to be careful with that gambling stuff. It's you got to, you know, if you really want to do it in moderation, but don't be doing it with the hopes of winning money. The thing is, it's just that some people are vulnerable. I mean, if you're in need of money, don't gamble. That is just stupid. That's a surefire way to just like dig yourself into a even deeper hole, pretty much. I'm south of England. It looks kind of dark where I am. Looks bright where you are. I'm in York. Yeah. So I guess it's because of the time differences and, I mean, same time zone, but the relative position to the sun. Hello, Zahid. How you doing? Hey, girl. Hey, boy. Hello, Alma. No, sorry, not Ima. Welcome in, Ima. Welcome in, Ima. How you doing? Yeah, I do remember you. How's everybody's day been? Hope you all had a good one. Share this out if you can. Glazing, I don't know what you're on about. Single glazing, double glazing. Glazed donuts. What, lemg? I don't know, I just see people leng, I don't know, it's just I don't even really know. It's just I hear these words. I guess it's something that's good or something. Where are you from? I'm from my mother's womb. Hello, Revolution 2. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, really? Right. So where does it come from, though? Leng. Where does that even come from? It's the glazing slang for something, really. Yeah, I've heard based before. Yeah, based is like when you say something that's just like, you speak your mind, you don't care what anyone thinks. It's like, you're just like spitting facts and just like, you know, it could be something a bit controversial, but you don't really care. You're just like, I think I understand it. Okay, here we go with the trolls. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna get off here soon. I'm kind of getting a bit fed up. There's not as many people tonight. I don't think it's just gonna. I don't know what to do really. Maybe I'll stay on a little bit longer, but. Alright, looks like these people are just kind of the only ones in the chat now. Keep chatting, guys. And I think they're just trolling me now. maybe that's what it is. It's just maybe I should just start up a new live or something. See if that helps. But I might just call it a night anyway. Yeah. Feel like it's probably a good time to go. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. Bye.